Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mark from 360 Vision Technology. We're at the Intertraffic stand, Amsterdam 2026, and this is our wonderful stand with all of the various products on board. And I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Adrian Kirk, who's now actually going to take us through some of the new innovations that we've got in the transportation piece. Over to you, Adrian.
Thank you very much indeed, Mark. Hello, everybody, and thank you for giving us a moment to take a look at our RCE range, which is our highways purpose-built camera solutions. We're going to start off with our Eclipse RCE, and I'm just going to very quickly take you through just some of the key features of the product. The first and foremost, talk about the housing first and foremost, is that you'll notice that the housing itself has a couple of things that really stand out. Now just start really at the back with the bracket. We've got a unique XYZ knuckle bracket with 3 points of articulation. And really from an engineering point of view, this is absolutely superb, because what it allows us to do is, you can see here we've got a knuckle here. We've actually got 180 degrees of movement there. We've also got 180 degrees of movement here. So again, if this is going flush against the wall, this can come straight out if needed, which would be the typical configuration. And you can see that we've got a knuckle here, which means we can rotate the actual camera itself. So we're giving engineers a lot of flexibility. And what I love about 360 Vision products is they are designed for engineers.
Absolutely.
You know, that's at the heart of everything that we do. Sticking at the back is we've got our quick fit NATO military spec connector. Now, this is very, very important. And what you will notice, if I can just bring you down to the bottom mark, to the power supply unit, is you'll see that we've got the NATO military spec connector here as well. We've also got a unique power supply unit, which we designed specifically to fit inside the available real estate that we have in lampposts in the UK. And we make that point because your requirements in your market may be different. And at the heart of the business, we're an engineering company, so we will design that to meet your need. That's a really nice example. Back to the NATO mil-spec connectors, what's the big idea with this? Well, it really is about making sure that engineers can very quickly install the cameras and get out of essentially what is a hazardous location. And that really is what this is about. Whether it's for service, whether it's for install, we need to make sure that colleagues can get these cameras installed and be on their way. So the housing itself, we've got some really nice features built in there. The other thing to mention is that this is actually constructed from all cast aluminium, and the interesting thing about these cameras is we've got a special treatment, pre-treatment, that goes on before the paint, and this is designed to make sure that the product is resilient, given that in a highways environment you've got typically those pollutants that build up on the surface and can actually cause other products to deteriorate prematurely. The idea of the Gardabond treatment that we've got here is that these cameras essentially can sit out there in the environment for a very long period of time and not suffer with those various products that can affect them. We've also finished this in a non-reflective paint finish, but it means that we're not going to get any nasty reflections from car headlights, the sun, etc. with the product. What we've also got is we've got the testing credentials with the product. We've essentially simulated 10 years of wear and tear, all the seasons with the product. And the end result of those tests were that we successfully passed that 10-year, and it was basically where we've got salt spray being simulated, we've got high temperatures, low temperatures, and apart from some very minor bubbling on the paint, there was no structural compromise whatsoever with the product. whatsoever. We've also tested these against shock impact and vibration to IK10, to the point where we even drop 5 kg chunks of metal.
I think we've got a bit of a video show there, haven't we? Yeah.
Absolutely superb. And this is in actual fact the Eclipse RCE that we're talking about.
You're basically saying that we're dropping a weight literally on various points of the camera then?
It's pretty cringeworthy. Certain people
isn't it?
Look
Yeah.
at it and think, you can't do that.
Dude, that's an expensive piece of technology to bash. You have to do it. You have to do it.
It's going to move around and make sure you're in very serious applications.
Yeah.
I do want to mention the power supply unit again, because you have also got a backup option here with the power supply unit. So, so the key thing with it is that we support both PoE, but we also support 12 to 24 volts DC, and that really gives us that power redundancy there that we can use. We've got a bit of a fail-safe operation there, so we can back up to that. And as I say, it's really clever. It's really clever how we've done that. Just want to this wonderful-looking Predator variant.
This is one of our faves, isn't it?
This is amazing. Yeah. So this is the Predator RCE, and it's built off the back of crikey, almost 16 years of heritage. So it's built on the shoulders of a giant product with the Predator, but some unique attributes. And again, what you're going to see here is this has got the Gardabond treatment. This has got the 10-year tests for durability. It's got the non-reflective paint. Again, we'll adapt the specification for your market. What you're looking at here is 600 meters of IR illumination. And really, what does that mean in practical terms? Well, it means quite often that you can massively reduce the infrastructure at the roadside. So instead of having a camera column every 200 or 300 meters, you can actually broaden that out, and essentially from one camera location you can cover up to 1.2 kilometers. So looking north and south up the highway. You'll also notice that we've got the NATO mil-spec connector here on the Predator again, and you've also got, as we come down to the power supply unit that we developed for the Predator, this is designed to go into a kiosk, and it's a lovely design. Again, we've got some nice visuals here that tells us that mains is coming in. We're telling us that mains is going out, so we can do a quick visual there from an engineering point of view. And then at the back, NATO mil-spec connector for quick fit, quick release. We've got an Ethernet connection going in here with an IP weather-rated connection here, and obviously here we've got the mains power going into this unit. So a nice clean unit, again specifically to meet their requirements. The other thing I'm going to touch on as well is the technology that's under the bonnet, because we've really made this product future-proof from the point of view of generative AI. Because we're all familiar with seeing pan-tilt zoom cameras on a home position, moving very little. Times are changing, and what's going to be happening with a lot of the pan-tilt zoom cameras in the future is they will be moving. And they will have a brain, and they will have generative AI. So under the bonnet here, we've got the latest generation 4 technology, and that essentially allows us to go up to 4K resolution. It also allows us the processing power that we've got on board there allows us to again future-proof the customer from the point of view of adding generative AI. And then the other thing that we've got, which I think is absolutely superb on board this one, is we've got the 40 times optical zoom. So you've got that on top of the potential 4K. Just to recap on the RCE Eclipse, you've got a 3 times option on the optical, or a 28 times optical. Both come fitted with a automotive grade wiper that we use, and And I suppose that what really is important to mention as well about these cameras moving around is that the warranty that comes with these cameras, which is a 3-year warranty as standard with an option to extend to 5, is based on a 24/7 duty cycle. So I urge you, if you're going for a PTZ, check the small print, because that's a very important consideration. We designed these with very, very high quality components in the drivetrain. So the idea of this PTZ is you can keep it moving 24/7, which will be needed moving forward. So thank you very much. If you want more information, please get in touch.
Thank you, Adrian.
Take care.